Year 4 of the war. A war that doesn't end when the headlines fade, that doesn't quiet down in our minds, that doesn't leave our skies. And yet, despite it all, we stand, we work, we live. We adapt to the explosions, to the air raid alerts, to the fact that a call, and work itself, can be cut short by a blackout, an alert, or terrible news from the front line about someone we love. But this adaptation is not indifference, it is strength. The ability to live under threat and still remain professional. The physical threat of constant shelling, the danger of losing everything built over a lifetime, and the nervous exhaustion after 1,380 days of war. All of this is the reality our employees face every single day. Take, for example, Hanna Kolodi, whose home was destroyed by a Russian strike. Each of us has our own front line. Some stand in body armor near Pokrovsk. Some work in warehouses among the goods. The war seeps into every corner of our lives. Mobilization is not just a draft notice. It changes everything. It seeps into families, into businesses, into minds. Some go to the front line. Some stay behind with survivor's guilt. Mothers and wives live in fear of losing their sons and husbands. Employees of GroupSEB are no exception. They are mobilized, they fight, and thankfully, they return to civilian life. For us, this is our greatest joy and, at the same time, a tremendous responsibility to support their reintegration and adaptation. We have lost 18% of our territory. We have lost 10 million people, either permanently or temporarily, through migration or death. Our nation has grown smaller. But each person who remains has grown stronger. Being Ukrainian today means living with constant challenges. Power, water, and heating can be cut off at any moment. Warehouses are destroyed, including those storing medicine and food. The war disrupts daily life, stops the ordinary, and shatters comfort. But it has not stopped our humanity. When the lights go out, mutual support appears. And we keep winning every day, even in the smallest ways. The state provides support. Compensation for destroyed homes gives people a chance to return. Rehabilitation centers offer a chance to walk again and live a full life. Points of invincibility and businesses that open against all odds, all of this proves one thing. Ukrainians do not wait, they act. We do not just survive. We keep living, celebrating, building, painting, singing, because we are alive. We are no longer who we were in 2022. We have become a truly conscious nation. We speak Ukrainian not because we must, but because that is how we feel. We call things by their true names. This is not a conflict, it is genocide. We do not live under illusions. We know the war could be long. We already live like Israel, always on alert. They try to destroy us. We create. Even under shelling, we keep inventing. Our fields are cleared of mines by farmers' hands, and nature restores itself even after the most devastating disasters. We are not just fighting for our land, we are feeding the country and holding up the sky. We no longer fear calling things by their true names. Ukrainian is not a trend. It is our choice and a part of a profound national transformation. We do not wait for someone else to stop the war for us. We build our lives and our businesses in the reality of a long war and constant danger. We do not just hope, we plan. We move forward. Ukrainians are educated, flexible, and adaptable. Our agricultural sector is not just about exports. It is a symbol of a nation strong enough to feed the world to the sound of sirens. We do not ask, we prove. We are part of Europe. EU candidates? Yes. But in essence, Europe is already in our hearts, because our choice is democracy, our path is reform, our focus is the future. We will not leave our land. This is our home, and here we create innovations that are changing the course of the war. Ukraine has become a laboratory for military solutions. Our defense production has grown more than 20-fold, and drone production has reached into the millions. We are the first nation with a dedicated unmanned systems force. Our military now trains NATO personnel. We are not just defending ourselves, we are creating military innovations to win and to secure peace. Ukraine has become a nation with its own voice, character, and new identity. We have become Europe's shield, not by status, but by action. Our experience is studied, our solutions are copied. We have become a real force, and we will not step back from who we have become. The war has changed not only the front line, but also everyday consumer habits. Power outages have driven up demand for batteries and wireless devices. Online shopping, planned purchases, and conscious choices have become the new normal. But despite everything, people rejoice in each new day and do everything they can to make each day bring joy and comfort. That's why buying something you desire, like a new vacuum cleaner, a coffee machine, or even nice cookware, creates those small moments of happiness in life. The war is changing everything, from our way of life to the way the economy works. Let's take a look at the numbers behind this reality. Ukraine's economy was steadily growing. GDP per capita rose from around $2,200 in 2016 to nearly $4,900 in 2021. Inflation was under control, and unemployment hovered around 9%. Life was not perfect, but progress was clear. Then came 2022, a full-scale invasion. GDP plummeted by nearly 29%, the largest drop in modern history. Prices soared. Inflation reached 26%. The hryvnia weakened to almost 39 per dollar. Millions of people were forced to leave their homes, and unemployment jumped to 24%. This was not just an economic crisis, it was a human tragedy. Despite the destruction, Ukraine fights on. In 2023, GDP grew by more than 5%, and unemployment fell below 20%. By 2025, GDP per capita exceeds $6,300. Inflation has slowed to single digits, and businesses are adapting to the new reality. The population is stabilizing, though millions remain displaced. Every number here tells a story of resilience, a story of people rebuilding their lives and their country against all odds. When men are mobilized to defend Ukraine, women take on roles that were once considered out of reach, from operating metro trains and excavators to working on cranes, welding at steel plants, and even working underground in mines. The foundation of our success is our team. Our top priority is the life and health of our employees. In 2022, our team consisted of 120 people. Today, we still have 120 in our team, while 2 of our colleagues are currently defending Ukraine. We are GroupSEB Ukraine, the first not only to survive, but to recover. We restored supply chains, relaunched advertising, and as a result, became a driver of the market. The SDA market is growing dynamically. New competitors have entered, bringing a new challenge for us. Before the war, the market was steadily expanding, showing positive growth in 2020 to 2021. 2022 was the toughest year, with a decline of almost 26% due to the invasion and the economic crisis. But in 2023, we saw a strong recovery, plus 32%, and 2024 confirmed the trend with moderate growth of 3%. Most importantly, 2025 is surprising. In just 9 months, the market has grown by 17% compared to the same period last year. This shows how adaptable business has become and how consumer demand is returning, even under the most difficult conditions. Despite the war and all its challenges, GSU's market share steadily grew from 2020 to 2023. However, in 2024, the trend changed. One of the key reasons is the aggressive expansion of Chinese brands that are changing the rules of the game. They actively lower prices to capture market share as quickly as possible. This puts additional pressure on competitors and forces a reassessment of their growth strategies. Sales continue to grow. After falling to 54.6 million euros in 2022, they rebounded to 95.9 million euros in 2023, and in 2025, we expect to reach 97.5 million euros. However, profitability, ROPA, remains below pre-war levels. From over 20 million euros in 2019, it dropped to 5.6 million euros in 2022 and has yet to return to pre-war figures, fluctuating between 11 million euros and 13 million euros. This means the business is actively increasing volumes while operating under high costs and strong price pressure. Chinese brands are actively reshaping the competitive landscape. Dreamy, which entered the market through the vacuum cleaner segment, has grown rapidly from 0% to 13% and now ranks 5th in market share in SDA. The company is not stopping there. After its success with robotic vacuums, Dreamy has announced plans to expand into other categories and even into the electric vehicle segment. At the same time, Philips Group came under the control of Chinese investors, further strengthening China's influence on the home appliances market. This strategy, aggressive price cuts and product line expansion, poses a serious challenge for traditional players.
2026 is our year, a year of faith, a year of courage, a year of creativity born under pressure, a year of people who never give up. We are moving toward victory not just on paper, and we are moving toward 100 million. Together with the group, together with Ukraine.